What up, YouTube? Welcome back to a new video. If this is your first time here on the channel, thanks so much for stopping by. Definitely check out some of my other videos. And if you like what you see, go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe. I greatly appreciate it. Looking back, 2024 was a solid year for video game releases. Now, in the beginning of the year, things were looking a little sketchy. All right. I mean, that release calendar was looking a little dry. It was a little sparse. But things worked out. Now, while I do think that 2024 was a solid year for video game releases, I don't think it was as strong of a year as 2023 was. All right. And there's nothing wrong with that. Not all years are going to be bangers. Okay. You can't win them all. But, you know, I do feel like this year I played some amazing games. I managed to get through 51 games. Hopefully I can get knock one more out before the end of the year. But there were some great experiences that I had with new releases this year. But of course, I didn't get a chance to play all the stuff that I wanted to. So today I wanted to share with you a few games that I was interested in playing, but unfortunately, I never got around to them, or I just didn't spend enough time with them. So let's get into it. The first game that I want to talk about is a game that I downloaded months ago. I want to say it was sometime in the summer. It might have been like the summer Steam sale. And I got it for cheap, and I still haven't had a chance to play it yet. That's Fields of Mystera. Now, 2024 was my cozy era. I was dabbling in some cozy games. I mean, let's be real here. I was playing cozy games before they were actually called cozy games, but you know what I mean. So yeah, I dabbled in a couple of cozy games this year. Usually like to just stick to one, but I was all over the place with the coziness. And that had a lot to do with me streaming, because on Sundays, it was kind of like, you know, a cool out, chill out Sunday where I would play something cozy, and it would typically be Disney Dreamlight Valley. I was going hard on Disney Dreamlight Valley. I got back into Stardew Valley and went hard on that. And then I started playing Coral Island, and that was it. Like Coral Island, ooh, that's good stuff. Fields of Mystera is basically one of those games. It's a farming simulator. You're building upon relationships. You're taking care of all the mundane things that you don't want to do in real life, but you want to do them in a video game. That all sums up what those type of games are. From what I've heard, Fields of Mystera has really good writing in that game, and it takes more of like a magical approach to it. It looks super cute. It has like a Sailor Moon type of vibe going on. Looks fantastic. It's also supposed to run extremely well on the Steam Deck, so I can't wait to try that out. I'm actually going to be trying it out sooner rather than later, just because it's been a few months since I've been, you know, playing cozy games, and I'm feeling like it's cozy season again. You know what I mean? So definitely follow me over on Twitch. I'm going to be streaming some of this, probably still some more Coral Island, and definitely some Dreamlight Valley. So Fields of Mystera will be played. I'm just so disappointed in myself that I didn't get a chance to play it this year. Now, on the completely other side of video game genres, one game that I haven't spent enough time with, I actually started playing it the other day, but that's Slitherhead. Now, this was a complete impulse buy, and unfortunately, I forgot all about the fact that I bought this game because I didn't share it in my recent pickups video, my last video. So here we are. I did purchase Slitherhead when it was released. I think it was November, the beginning of November 2024. I picked Slitherhead up. Total impulse. I had no clue what it was. I came across a trailer and I was like, ooh, this looks intriguing. And that was it. But I have played about an hour of Slitherhead. And from that hour, I am completely intrigued with the game. Like, I don't know what kind of game this is. I feel like I've never played a game like it before. Let's backpedal a bit. So at its core, Slitherhead is a horror game, all right? But I feel like it stands out compared to other horror games, at least that I've played, right? So you play kind of like this entity, right? And you can possess random people in this city. I believe it's Japan, but you can possess random people. And the whole goal is in the game so far. Again, I've only played an hour of it. It's mission based, but the goal is to take down all of these Slitherheads. I believe they are. it's weird. I don't know if Slitherhead is considered an indie game. I'm not quite sure. I don't know much about the developers at all, but I do know it has enough jank in it. There seem to be a lot of different mechanics. You're fighting, you're jumping in and out of bodies. It's crazy. The production value isn't that high. It seems almost like, and this is no shade to the game, but it kind of seems more or less like a PS3 game, which I totally dig. That's kind of what's intriguing me about it. I definitely haven't heard a lot of people talking about Slitherhead. I just wish that I would have played it when I purchased it. But, you know, it is what it is. Now, this next game definitely hurts considering how much I enjoy puzzle games. Unfortunately, I did not get a chance, and I was so eager to play this game. I didn't get a chance to play Lorelei and the Laser Eyes. Lorelei and the Laser Eyes looks nuts. The art style, there's something about this weird art style that's just, it's calling me. It's calling me. It has a retro, like PS1 type of vibe to it. I believe the whole game is in black and white, which is also weird. And it takes place in this mansion. It's like essentially a murder mystery, right? Sounds like everything that I love in a good video game. The story is supposed to be fantastic. There's supposed to be some really great logic puzzles in this game, like old school, that's gonna make me sit down and get a pen and a piece of paper and start, you know, trying to figure things out. And that's kind of like what happened when I played Signalis. That had an old school survival horror retro vibe to it as well. I literally pulled out a pen and I had my journal and I was just taking notes. So Lorelei and the Laser Eye definitely gives those vibes. I know it was nominated for a category at the Game Awards. I'm not quite sure if it won or not, but the people that have played the game seem to absolutely love it. I feel like I will too, as long as I can, you know, if I'm smart enough to get past it, because sometimes these puzzle games really, there's some head scratchers in there and it can be a little off-putting, but as long as the story's good, I definitely am looking forward to getting around to playing Lorelei and the Laser Eyes. I don't think it's too long, which is another weird reason. I don't know why I just didn't get around to it when it were released in the summer. But yeah, I guess, you know, better late than never. Visions of Mana. Now, I was so hyped when they announced this game last year. Matter of fact, this was one of my most anticipated games of 2024. And guess what, y'all? I didn't get a chance to play it like that. I played through the demo and really enjoyed that. I don't even know why I haven't played the full game yet. It's weird. I mean, I do know there was a whole bunch of RPGs that came out this year. But this is like my type of RPG, considering I love me a good action RPG, and that's exactly what the Mana series is. I don't even know where the reviews are standing on this game. I feel like this game just came and went. Like, I was hyped for it, and then I picked it up, and that was it. I forgot all about it. But yeah, I know what I'm getting into with these Mana games. I love them so much. They're just always a good time. You know, combat seems to always be on point. As long as they didn't mess up the combat in the game, I'm sure I'll be okay. They always seem to have beautiful, bright and vibrant environments, and just so whimsical and magical. So Visions of Mana, I'll get around to playing it. Definitely, it helps now that I have a PlayStation Portal, because, you know, just being able to play in handheld, I'm not limited to just this room and the television. I can take the Portal all around the house, that is, and you know, kind of hang out with everybody else in the house, as opposed to just me sitting here for hours on end. But yeah, definitely want to sink my teeth into this one. If you guys have played it, let me know what you think. Since I just mentioned an RPG, I'm gonna follow up with 2 more RPGs here. I'm telling you, 2024 was the year of RPGs. It's bananas. Mario and Luigi Brothership. And I won't talk about these 2 games, these 2 RPGs that much, because I did talk about them during my recent pickups video. If you haven't seen that, definitely go watch it. But I love this series. All started on the Game Boy Advance, and I've been there for each and every Mario and Luigi game. I dig the combat. That's the thing that brings me back to these games, the combat. And also, I feel like the stories are okay. The story is okay, right? This, I'm not quite sure. I don't know. I mentioned in my last video, the reviews were all polarizing. Either people loved it or they hated it. And that's a little weird to me, because when this game was announced, I was so excited for it. I was like, yes, we're finally getting another Mario and Luigi game, because I feel like it's been so long. I mean, granted, we've had some Paper Mario games, right? We had Super Mario RPG. We had Paper Mario: The Thousand Year Door. That's all well and fine. I enjoy those games as well. But like I said, it's the combat that makes me love the Mario and Luigi games way more than those other games. I'm hoping that I love this one. Even if I don't love it, I'm hoping that I like it more than some of the other Mario and Luigi games. It can't be any worse than Dream Team, right? Another RPG that came out for the Nintendo Switch. To be fair, guys, I haven't even spent an hour with this game. It's Dragon Quest III HD 2D Remake. I know when they announced that we were getting HD 2D remakes of the first 3 Dragon Quest games, I was hyped. I was so excited. And it's crazy because, I'm rather new to the series. It's been since like the DS games that I really got into Dragon Quest. I didn't grow up playing Dragon Quest games. Matter of fact, I didn't grow up playing any RPGs, to be honest with you. I know my cousin, it was either my brother or my cousin, had Dragon Warrior on the NES. Which one? I don't know, because I thought it was always boring watching them play that game. Like, it didn't make any RPGs. The concept of it when I was younger made absolutely no sense to me. It wasn't until I got the Dragon Quest games on the DS that I really got into the series. And even still, I only played Dragon Quest V. That was the one that I completed. I'm going back to Dragon Quest IV. I will do that this year. But yeah, when I started this up on my Nintendo Switch and I heard that title music, that theme music, my heart, it just melted. I absolutely love that tune. It just melted. It made me feel a certain type of way. I have an OLED Switch and this game looks amazing. All the HD 2D games look amazing, but this looks great. The colors just pop. I have no clue where this story is taking us. I don't even know why we got the third one before we got 1 and 2. No clue. This is going to be a brand new experience for me and I can't wait to play it. But like I said, it was just, I don't know. It came out during a time where just a lot was going on, y'all. And when I did pop it in, I was in the middle of playing other things and I wanted to get that done and, just be able to give all of my attention to this awesome game. The last game that I'm going to talk about, this is the last game that I wish I would have spent more time with. Matter of fact, I wish I would have spent just some time with this game because I didn't. It's Animal Well. I remember hearing about this game a couple of years ago and my ears kind of perking up because it's a Metroidvania. And when it was released in the spring, come to find out that, it's way more than just a Metroidvania. I feel like people that enjoy indie games definitely enjoyed their time with Animal Well. And they were talking about it. I mean, I think this came out in the spring because I definitely remember listening to people talk about it on podcasts. They didn't say too much about it because they were like, you definitely should experience it. But even now, people are still talking about Animal Well. It seems to be showing up on some people's favorite games of 2024 list. I have Animal Well on my Switch. I just haven't had a chance to boot it up. I don't know where this game takes place, if it's in a cave or if it's in some type of weird labyrinth. I have no clue. Like I said, I know it's a Metroidvania, but it seems to be bigger in scope. It doesn't hold your hand at all. I feel like it's not, from what I've seen, it looks like it's not linear by any means. You can go all over that map. But again, puzzle solving definitely seems to be the big thing that pulls people in with this game. There also seems to be a bunch of secrets in the game as well. So I'm ready for some exploration. I really should have done it earlier in the year, but I want to explore more in Animal Well. I don't think it takes that long to beat. I don't know about like complete, but you know, I definitely want to spend time with it. I feel bad considering how much I enjoy indie games and how much I love me a good Metroidvania and puzzle games. Feel bad that I didn't get a chance to get around to it, but you know, I'll do it soon. So guys, those are a few games that came out this year, 2024, that I wish I would have spent more time with. But unfortunately, I didn't. If we could just add an extra couple of hours to every day, I feel like, you know, I'd be good. I'd be living the dream, you know what I mean? Guys, let me know in the comment box below which games that dropped this year that you were super excited to play, but unfortunately, you just never got around to playing them. Or if you did, you didn't spend that much time with them. As always, I want to thank all of you for watching this video. Happy New Year. 2025 is going to be awesome. I'm calling it now. Everyone's going to have an amazing year. Guys, thanks for watching, and I'll check you next time. Peace.